something.
And I don't know.
I think we're all just pushing.
And you're going to have to know.
Look now. Look at that. Look who's trying to change.
Thanks so much. This old man of mine, let me tell you, people, sure enough is good to me.
I say, careful, you know. I consider myself a
So what would you like to say to all those who are tracking in your footsteps, trying to make a decision? You know, what advice would you, yeah, exactly. What advice would you give?
You're the mentor now.
Okay. I would give them an advice that if this is something that they want to do, they should go for it. But always keep in mind, if you start out with the mind that I'm just there to make the money, they can forget it. Because it's just like B.B. King told me, he said, if you go on stage thinking about, oh, how much money I'm going to make in the beginning, how much money you're going to make, then you can forget it. You can stay home and eat potato chip and drink Coca-Cola. So the thing of it is to go on stage, dedicate yourself to your music, and if you have to make the decision, going professional or work and make the decision, make sure you make the right decision, and just go for it. And sometimes, you know, when it comes to a record company, sometimes you have to give up some of your percentage. Even if you wrote a song, you have to give up some of your percentage to get what you want. It's like getting your foot in the door, because the money will come by itself. It might take a little while, but believe me, it'll come by itself. Because I know what I'm talking about. It can be a little come eventually. It will come by itself.
Do you recommend that a lot of people write their own music? Does that make it easier?
If they have that talent, yeah. You know, if they have the talent of writing their own lyrics and music, they should. You know, I know when I was going to high school in Greenwood, I played saxophone, so I learned how to, you know, play music, and then I just continued learning how to write music and stuff, and I started writing my own songs. And I wrote a song called "I Meet You Tonight." It hit the charts in Europe for 13 weeks.
So as new musicians working with Toni, what do you guys have to say about the adventures you've had so far?
Very professional. This has taken me, this playing with her separates the men from the boys. Everything she does for us as a band has just been, you know, you couldn't ask for a better, you know, band leader. Getting us these awesome hotels, hanging out in Winnebago, playing on the biggest stage I've ever seen, you know, so there's a lot to be said
I think
about
this is the biggest stage they've had here for the Blues Festival.
That's what they were saying earlier.
Yeah.
So this is a monster compared to
And it's
last year.
cool because it just drives in with the truck and they set it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So much easier.
We just did a festival down in Newberry, and they also had a big stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had a good time. People enjoyed it.
You know you're hitting the big time when you got something like this.
Hey,
Yeah, well, you know,
over
I'm used to stages like this. I've played on stages even larger, much larger than
Yeah.
this. But I'm happy that I have a band that, you know, that they can have the experience also.
So what are some of your favorite places to play in the United States and in Europe? Start with the United States.
Okay. Well, first of all, you know, like I said, our hometown Greenwood, and we played at this place called Stokey's. You know, this stage is small, but it's good motivation.
Right.
You know, because you're not far from the public, and people can, you know, because I like when I be on stage with my band, I like for the people to feel that they are part of what I'm doing. You know, we're not those type of musicians that go on stage and say, okay, we got a program, we're just going to play the program. So, you know, I talk to the people, get them to, you know, be with us in what we're doing, get them maybe to come on stage and do something. Or like this guy in Newberry says, you know, he says, we asked him how he was doing it. He says, he's going down. He says, I'm going down. And I said, where? He said, just down. I said, well, just be careful that you don't hit hell while you're going down. I said, these are the things we do with the people on stage. And then he says, I want to hear something funky, you know. And so the bass player started something funky, and he just made up a song right there on stage. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. We thrive on improv. We get on the stage, and I mean, some of the things that we put out, you'd swear we've been playing for years.
Well, you know you got good musicians when you can just do that on the fly.
Right, right.
It's a good group.
Right.
All together.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing, like you were saying. If you're in this business, you gotta do it because you love it.
Right.
and not so much because I'm going to get paid.
Yeah.
See, because that really just limits what you do.
All your possibilities.
When you get that tunnel vision, you lose it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Lose your
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you do.
but I'm going to end my interview with you, and I thank you, Toni. Are y'all just
Toni Spearman.
just
Spearman
okay?
Payne,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really I appreciate y'all coming here to the festival and participating in this interview, and so I'm even picking up or sharpening my skills doing this.
Yeah.
Because I've been working with Eleanor for about 2 years. And I've also performed and opened up shows, and I do Sinatra and Bennett and Lou Rawls.
And he's very good.
Also, you're the one that I heard about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I've heard about
Turn the
you.
camera on him.
Only the good stuff he's going to fess up to, though.
Yeah, but I've heard about you.
Well, I like to do a lot of things. I love entertaining.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it from my heart. And so when I get out there, I want people to feel what I'm feeling, and that's what you was just saying.
Because people have to be a part, of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way, if you make people see that they can identify themselves, with the music that you're playing,
Right.
and make them know that they are part of what you're doing. Because if you don't have fans supporting you, then, like I said, you can stay home.
But again, I thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting us.